Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. And y'all seeing what's going on here? Undisputed next. And no, I'm not talking about Tyson Fury and Usyk. We already know that's going to take place for the undisputed distinction. But it sounds like there's not going to be a rematch clause. It also sounds like the IBF won't be stripping anybody of that IBF title because whoever wins between Fury and Usyk, they're going to go on and be atop of the heavyweight division, but the winner of AJ and Francis Ngannou is going to face the winner of Fury and Usyk. Now, you may say, well, damn, where'd you get that from? And that's what Turkey Usyk said. I don't know if you saw the press conference today between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. But he said those are his plans. That's what he wants to happen. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's a couple of things here. One is, money runs the world. And it obviously runs boxing, okay? So I'm not surprised that Turkey Usyk is saying this is what he wants. And I'm not surprised that it seems to be going that direction. We know WBC, he's the guy who's pulling the strings when it comes to the sanctioning bodies. I don't know how come he has so much muscle, but Mauricio Suleiman, he has a lot of influence on the direction sanctioning bodies go. So it is what it is. He spends a lot of time over there in Saudi Arabia. He's got a good relationship with the Saudis. So I'm not surprised that there had to be some conversations behind the scenes with those key decision makers in the secret society about what they want to see happen. And what we're seeing right now is what happens when there's money involved. You're going to have Usyk and Fury. They're going to get it on. No rematch is what it sounds like right now. No rematch. So whoever loses, they're done. They're out of here. Get the hell out of here. The winner, now they just sit back. They're poised to fight, I think, later this year sometime, to fight the winner of AJ and Francis Ngannou. Now, check this out. How many of you out there feel that Francis Ngannou has a good chance to beat AJ? I tell you, AJ should beat him, but you just don't know because this Francis Ngannou is not the same guy who walked in the ring with Tyson Fury. He's been training. He's gotten better. You know, there's some athletes, right? Like my oldest son is like that. He can just do certain things. Extremely athletic. From sports, see his athleticism. I mean, in every sport, in every single sport. He's just born that way. And then to watch all of my sons with instruments, just brilliant minds. And it's like, damn, I was pretty good at stuff too, but to just see that they just were born a kind of way. I have 4 sons. And they just have that. And I'm like, damn, man, it would have been nice to have the opportunities that I'm able to give them. But when I was in their shoes, but it didn't work out that way. But just to see what they're able to do. And that's how Francis Ngannou, it kind of reminds me of, just watching him kind of reminds me of how my kids are like. He seems to be a guy who's disciplined, who shuts up, who listens, and whatever you show him, he can replicate, he can produce, he can do whatever it is you ask him to do. And he has a discipline to keep working at it until he's perfected it. And when Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua face each other, I just think that's going to be a tough fight for AJ. AJ is not going to come in there and do Francis Ngannou the way he did Otto Wallin. He's not going to have his way like he did with Hellenius and like he did with Jermaine Franklin. That's not what I don't think that's going to happen. But what I will say is, if Francis Ngannou, as tough as he is, you just can't stand up there and take the shots from someone like AJ, just like AJ can't stand up there and take the shots from Francis Ngannou. So that's what's on the line right now. So the winner of AJ Ngannou will face the winner of Usyk and Fury. Now, AJ said something about, in regards to Ngannou, he said every opponent that Tyson Fury's fought, that AJ said for those opponents that we have in common that I faced, I knocked them out. I broke their faces. So it sounds to me like AJ feels he's going to break Ngannou's face. And I just don't, styles make fights. But I'm just not sure I see that happening. Excuse me, I got a cold. But what I will tell you is this. Zhang, this is a whole nother video, is supposed to be fighting Parker now. I told y'all that's what was going to happen. Because they want for Parker, it's not going the way that obviously something's going on there with the secret society. But I have a feeling that they want Parker in the mix for that undisputed distinction. So what it looks like to me is they're going to have whoever wins between Fury and Usyk is going to fight whoever wins between AJ and Ngannou. Then whoever wins out of those two fighting is going to fight the winner of Zhang and Joseph Parker. And basically, they're going to keep the round robin going. And you probably say, well, how in the hell are they able to do this? Because of money. It's all money. The sanctioning bodies don't care what happens, as long as they're getting paid. You think these sanctioning bodies care anything about ethics, integrity? They don't care. They're all about the money. So as long as they're getting some dough, and you know it's a lot of dough floating around out there in Saudi. As long as they're getting a little piece of the pie, they don't care. They could care less. So that being said, man, just sit back and let's just pay attention and see how it plays out. But that's what this is about here. This isn't about AJ and Ngannou fighting and then somebody fighting for the IBF strap if the IBF strips the winner of Fury and Usyk. No, man. The Saudis got things on lock. Secret society in full effect. This is what they want, and this is what's happening. Absolutely. You know, it's kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's pretty impressive, you know, to just see this guy, Turkey al-Sheikh. He just sits there, and he's just like, this is what I want, and they're getting what they want. Everything that these guys wanted, they're getting. And, you know, it's kind of sucked for Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder is supposed to be in this position. But it seems like, you know, the ship has sailed when it comes to water, so it's all about Ngannou, AJ, Fury, Usyk, Zhang, and Joseph Parker right now. Like, those are your 6 top heavyweights right now. Like, that's really what we're looking at. So I guess we'll see what happens. That being said, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.